Hello guys, welcome to the next video on Cordula app development. In this video, we are going to learn about how to send emails. In Cordula, there are so many ways to send emails. Among them, we are going to learn in this tutorial the four ways to send emails, like for OTP and for general emails with attachments, everything. So in this video, we're going to learn four ways to send a email. So let's get into the video. So now this is the Cordula creator and this is my screen, and here I have written four methods to send the emails for in a label. So I have added some designer parts here somewhat. These labels I kept for spacing, and this is a email, and this is a subject text box, and this is a body text box. Generally, we know that emails would have to send an email, we need to have an email address and a subject and a body. So these are the three main parts of an email. So I kept three text boxes to enter those, and this is OTP generated. OTP generated, I just gave this horizontal arrangement as OTP generated and OTP as a label, so I can show you the verification how it is done. I mean, random OTP will be generated in this label that will be emailed to you. So I will show you how to send the OTP with via email. So let's get started. So these are three buttons. First one is Gmail utils, and this is unlock key extension, and this is Gmail utils extension, and this is SMTP extension. So these are the three extensions I'm going to use in this tutorial, guys. So let's get into the extensions. So these are the extensions I have placed here. Unlock key extension. With this unlock key extension, we can send emails. That is unlimited, guys. So this is a PHP script, guys, which will be run it on a server host. So the developer gave us a free hosting and unlimited OTP generations. So thanks to the developer, guys. So this is how you can unlock key. This is the description. Unlock key is a simple tool to keep API keys secret and data secure, and it can send a hash key. We don't, with this we can able to send an email also, guys. So let's get started. So another one is Gmail utils extension. This works like a activity starter, guys. It will give a push up to Gmail and we can send a email from the activity starter. So this is SMTP client. This extension was developed by Sunny Gupta, and this extension will be linked through Gmail, guys. You can link any SMTP server, no issues. But in this tutorial, I linked it with Gmail. Since Gmail has 500 free SMS day, I mean free emails daily, so I linked it with Gmail. Gmail, guys, Gmail SMTP server. And this asymmetric cryptography is for encryption and decryption of your email ID and password. While using these extension, guys, we need to give email ID and password from which email we need to send the email. So for direct, instead of giving directly, we are encrypting these email and password and decrypting while giving into the extension. So it will be safe, guys. So these are the four, these are the three email extensions, guys. And another one is Google Script, guys. Google Scripts we can use, like there is a website called scripts.google.com. Script.google.com is a website, guys. In this you can make a email script and you can send your emails, guys. So I have already made a video about this scripting. with one-time login with Firebase. So I'll keep the link in the description below so you can verify that video and implement the script login, guys. So I'm not going to talk about the script in this video, guys. Already I have made a video. You can view that in the description. So these three extensions I'm going to cover in this video, guys. First one is Gmail utils. Let's get into the blocks, guys, first. Let's get here. This is Gmail utils, and I have added some of the other components also, guys. I forgot to mention. This is the network component. This is inbuilt encoder and notifier. This is also inbuilt encoder and TinyDB and web component. These four are inbuilt available in Codular, guys. So you just need to search here from the search and drag and drop these components. So these are the components, guys. From the designer part, let's get into the blocks. So now here Gmail utils. I have used a network component since email needs network to send email. So I use a network component here. If network not connected, then show a notifier called internet disconnected, else send the email. I just dragged, there is only one block, guys, in this Gmail utils. It's an old extension, but it is a native extension. It can be used anywhere, guys. Any mobiles will be accepted by this extension. This is like this works like an activity starter. So I just need to drag this and give, if you want any attachments, then you can give a storage path, else you can keep a blank. I just kept blank. I don't even want to give any storage now. So letter two, I have given a three text boxes, right? Email, text, subject, and body. So I kept those three here. Message choice is false. I have kept. So this is a simple block, guys, for sending Gmail utils. So let us test this Gmail utils in the companion, guys. So BRT PTS. Okay. So this Gmail utils is a old extension. It works like an activity starter, guys. If you can use an activity starter also, no problem. You can use a activity starter by using android.intent.action.view, and you can give a email method by joining blocks. So that's one of the method, and this directly, if you want, you can add this extension, guys. So if I want to email some, I am giving test at the rate gmail.com, and subject is test email, and this is a test email. So this is a small test email, guys. By using Gmail utils, I click on Gmail utils, see what happens. It will directly redirect to Gmail, and it will add a two email, test at the rate gmail.com and test email, and this is a test email. So this is how Gmail util works, guys. So I don't think most of the guys will use Gmail utils. If you want any attachments, bigger attachments, if you want to attach in the email, so you can attach with this Gmail, or links if you want, you can add in description and you can send. You can use it like a mail sender app like that. So this is how it works. So I'm closing this now. Let's go to the companion again. Let's refresh. Yeah, companion refreshed. So next, coming to Gmail utils is completed. Next, going to unlock key extension. So while going to this unlock key extension, I just want to show you one thing. This unlock key extension is only for OTP sending, guys, not for email sending. You can send emails also, but mainly we use for generating OTPs. So it will give it OTP generation is a mandatory one. You can, if you want, you can skip this OTP block from the list and you can send just two subject and message. You can do that, no problem. So this unlock key, there is a get actual data SSH key. So this is one of the key we need to generate, guys. For that, we need to go to one website. here there is a link, guys. Click here to generate a key. So this is a URL, guys, for generating a key. You need to give your database key or token here for generating a key. So you need to add question mark new key that equals to, this is a token I previously gave, guys. You can give another token called as test. So click enter. So it will generate a key, guys. This is one of the key it's generated. So I've just added that key here. I've just added that key as a obfuscated text. So, and I gave that to this block unlock key actual data. This is the actual data SSH key, so it will be encrypted. So I gave that to the URL, web URL, guys. I took the web component here. So I gave it to the web URL, and I get web dot get call is there here in the web only. You can drag and drop this here. After that, we need to post one text. Post text, we need to drag this build request data list. We need to keep request data in a list. So I have taken a empty make a list here from the list component, and I just added a make a list to email and OTP generation. This I use mainly this for OTP generation, guys. Is cool for OTP generation. If you want, you can use for OTP generation or any other else purposes. So this is the subject and this is a message. So I just added the email hi, and I removed at the rate gmail.com, and I just added the email text. So it will just display only a unique email at the rate gmail.com. It will replace. And I just gave a this is a registered OTP for block reprograms. I'm just sending a OTP from this build request. This is a web request, guys. After that, if web got text, if get response equals to 200, 200 means if the response is okay or succeeded. 200 is a response code where the response will be success. So here you will show that OTP is sent successfully, and otherwise if else OTP sending failed. So this is how we are going to send a OTP using this unlock key extension. Don't forget to add this obfuscated text and generate a keyword key phrase here. So it will be an encoded key. So this is how the unlock key extension works. So now let us test this extension. I've just added only email here and the OTP here. That's it. No subject and subject I have and message. I have added this as a custom using a text. So I just need to give an email here. That's it. I'm giving my email here. Let us see if the email comes or not with OTP. Unlock key OTP. See, OTP generated 79213. OTP sent successfully. Let us wait for this OTP, guys. See, we got a notification here. See, here your one-time password is 79213. Here OTP generated is also 79213. This is what I have added that arrangement there, guys, to confirm that the OTP is same or not. 79213 is the OTP generated, and we got a email. So email as one-time password is 79213. So let us open this email, guys. See, this is a subject line. Blockly platform registration one-time password. So hello Nikhil Kumar 2000 visit Nikhil 2000 visitor. I have removed at the rate gmail.com here. So I just got email only, not with at the rate gmail.com is removed. If you want, you can add any other thing else. This is a registration OTP for Blockly platforms. Your OTP is this one, 79213. So this is how it generates a OTP, and it sends the OTP, guys. So now coming to the next. Now next was the SMTP client extension by Sunny Gupta. So let us open this SMTP client. There are some two events here when error occurred and got result, and another is to send email via using SMTP protocol. So this SMTP protocol I'm using, I dragged this block and added this here, and I'm just deleting it. If network not connected, we need to show internet disconnected. This is always we used to do this. Since we are sending an email, we need to check our network connection. So else you have to send a email. Email here I have used the asymmetric cryptography extension. I have stored two values. I mean the username. Username means email ID, password of the email ID into TinyDB as encrypted format, and I have decrypted those two strings here. How to use this asymmetric cryptography? I have made another tutorial, guys. You can see that one also I will keep in the description below, so you can visit that and how you can learn how to use asymmetric cryptography extension. So basically, we generate private and public keys, guys. While encryption we use public keys, and for decryption we use private key. So by these methods we encrypt and decrypt data. So this is how it works. So here protocol is SSL protocol, secure socket layer protocol, and server is a server for Gmail is smtp.gmail.com. So we have kept the server as smtp.gmail.com. Port is 465. Let's search for it. SMTP, sorry, Gmail SMTP port. Yeah, this is IMAP protocol for incoming emails, that is 993, and for outgoing emails, we are sending the email, right? For that, SSL is 465. So that only we have added here 465 port number. This is username, your email ID. So this is the password. I have encrypted and decrypted my user ID and password for safety purpose. So from you can give any name here. Blockly platforms I have given. Recipients. You need to make a list of the recipients. You can add how many recipients you want in the list, and you can send to everyone the this has this facility. You can make multiple recipients and you can send it to multiple as a list. You can send it to multiple email IDs. So this is CC and BCC. This is a carbon copies and blind carbon copy. That one I just checked as a empty list. No need to send a carbon copy to anyone while we are sending an email. So this is subject. I have kept the subject text and the body as body text. If you want to use as HTML tags, you can check this as true. If not, you can check this as false. Attachments you can also attach with make a list here. You can make a list here or attach some attachments here by uploading a file picker. So I don't need to attachments right now. So I left it as an empty list. So this is how this SMTP protocol we need to set up the block to send the email. So after setting the block, there is another small thing we need to do. SMTP client successful. This got result. There is an event here got result. If it is successful, we need to send a. If it is successful, it shows a message true. If true, then we need to show alert email sent successfully. Else we can keep you can keep else also. Else you can keep email sending failed. You can keep that. Email sending failed. You can keep like that. If you want else you can keep, otherwise you can ignore, no issues. If true, it will show a email sent successfully alert, otherwise it will not show any alert. if you didn't keep else. So I just kept else also, no issues. So this is how we give the SMTP protocol. Using SMTP Gmail protocol, we used to send this email. So let us test this. Using this SMTP Gmail, we can send up to 500 SMSs, guys. I mean, 500 emails, guys, not SMS, sorry. 500 emails, guys, per day. This for trial accounts, guys. If you are enterprise account or anything, you can send as per you pay. So this is how it works. For a free trial, there is only 500 emails using this SMTP client. So you can send only 500 emails daily. So let us test this in Companion. So this is how it works, and let's give a subject test email using SMTP. This is a test email sent via Gmail SMTP. Please ignore. This is how we need to give the email, and click on this SMTP email button, so it will send an email to us. I just clicked on send SMTP email button. Um, yeah, email sent successfully. Let us wait. Yeah, we got an email. See, test email using SMTP. Let's open this email. This is a subject, guys. Test email using SMTP. This is a test email sent via Gmail using SMTP. Please ignore. This is a subject, guys. So if you add any attachments also here, they will appear here inside the email, but it will take time to load the attachments, guys. So sending email might be a little bit slow while sending attachments. So this is how it works. This is the test email. So this is how we send using SMTP. So one thing I want to tell you guys, while using this SMTP protocol, you need to first go to your Gmail and click on Manage Settings, manage your Google account, and go to the Security, guys. Security, and you need to just check for one thing, guys. There is less secure app access. This will be turned off automatically. It will be turned off automatically, but you need to turn on this less secure apps, guys. So after you enable this, only the SMTP will work. So this is it, guys. So please do check the script also, guys. I will give a link in the description below, so you can check how to make a Google script, and you can execute that script using web component, and you can send emails through Google Scripts, guys. So this is for today. So if you like this video, just click a like button and subscribe to our channel. That's it, guys, for today. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys.